my name's Crystal Smith, and I wanted to share with you some of my favorite ways to release tension on my feet. I thought it'd be really helpful for skaters, dancers, essential workers who are maybe standing on their feet a lot. Really, anybody can use it to help them have better alignment. So a lot of problems in the knees, hips, and back are a result of what's going on in the feet. So I have this awesome ball. It's got little bumps on it, and it helps get into those small muscles in the feet. If you don't have that, I do prefer the ball though. You could potentially use a hard water bottle. I'll also use this TheraBand. It's a long one. And I'm going to share some of my favorite things to do. So I'm going to start here standing up with this ball underneath my arch. So like that. All right, and I'm gonna go from the instep all the way to the outer part of the foot. I do recommend that you start with a lighter pressure and only apply more pressure if it feels appropriate, okay? If you find a knot, spend a little extra time and rock and roll right on the arch. Once you've massaged the middle section of the foot, I like to keep the ball of the foot on the floor and put my heel on so it looks like this. And I'm just going to gently massage around the heel and find any tension that I might be holding in that particular area. And I tend to have more tension right on the front edge of the heel, right where the arch is starting, but yours might be a little different. And you want to spend as much time as it feels appropriate there. Then I like to do ball of the foot. I'm going to do sideways so you can see that angle. So the ball is underneath the ball of the foot actually, right? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hug the ball with my toes. Good. And that's just stretching the top of the foot, releasing any tension there. And then what I like to try to do, and it's really, really hard to do, is to almost play an imaginary piano with my feet. So I bring my big toe down and then all the toes next to it and reverse the order. And some people really can't do this at all, and others can. But really it affects how you walk and it affects your balance. After you've done that, you can then massage out the front part of your foot, the ball of the foot. I do recommend being light on the joints. And you can apply a little more pressure on the muscular parts. All right, and so you would do that on both sides, right? So both the right foot and the left foot. If you were to use the water bottle, again, it's not my ideal, but if you really just have sore feet, you could do a nice little rock back and forth like this. And it would still feel nice to release tension in that arch area. So, desperate times call for desperate measures. Water bottle does work if you need it. Then, I like to do some strengthening for the feet, ankles, and calves. So I usually lay down and I put this TheraBand right at the ball of the foot. I wrap my hands around the end, drop the elbows down, and I point and flex the foot. This strengthens the ankles and stretches the calves. And then after you've done maybe about 10 of those, you can hold behind the hamstring, and you can do a few without resistance, focusing on the flexed position, so foot towards your, or toes towards your face. And you could also circle your foot in both directions. Another thing that can help with foot articulation, alignment, is standing footwork. I do like to do that in my classes, especially since we're all at home, we're not wearing supportive shoes. It's important to keep really thinking of alignment. So you can do a parallel foot position, and you want to think about each leg being in a hallway, and then you lift both heels up and both heels down. And a lot of clients, that big toes come off, they roll to the outside of the feet. We don't want that, okay? So you gotta keep all 10 toes connected. And you lift and lower. Good. You can also practice a Pilates V position, and you would still want to keep all 10 toes connected and your heels connected the whole time. I suggest about 10 of each of these, and just being very mindful about your knee and foot alignment. And lastly, when I used to skate and dance and waitress a lot, my legs would get so fatigued and my feet would almost like swell up and feel just so tight. So another thing that just really feels so good is after a long day, you scoot right next to the wall and you just let the blood leave the feet. And it feels so nice just to release the tension on your back, release all that tension in the lower body. So those are some of my kind of go-to foot, ankle stretches and strengthening moves. I hope that it helps you. I hope that your feet feel great, and be sure to subscribe to see more videos like this.